Yeah, I'm using FL Studio and shit like that, and I use my little keyboard and whatnot. This is my little setup right here, really, like in the crib where I make beats on, but I can also use FL Studio. I can also use Ableton for I fuck with Ableton heavy. I got the name AR because, well, I used to go by A1, and like I was running with A1 for a little bit, and then I realized Rick Ross had a producer named A1 or some shit like that. So I was like, nah, it ain't gonna work like that. So I decided to just run with my initials for real. Like, it's really nothing special. There's no like anything deep meaning to it or whatever. It's really just my initials. You feel me? So if you know, you know. I'm from Long Island. I'm from Comac in Long Island. It's the suburbs really, like outside New York City. You feel me? Like Long Island's cool. Like it's really like you need to have a car out there honestly to be able to function and do shit, because everything's like towns away from each other, like via like parkways and expressways and shit like that, and highways. So it's like it's cool. Like it's hard to like get recognition as an artist out there or as a producer. So it's nice. Like it's nice to start your family out there and shit like that. But like it really is boring because there's no like urban scene to it. The class clown, like the kid that got suspended many times, not even like for like fighting or bullying kids, just for doing little dumb shit, like throw a party at the school like on a weekend, like on the fucking like the turf football field, and get suspended for shit like that. Like you feel me? Like never really like, not like no bully or anything like that. I was just like a clown, yo. I just could not take class serious, school serious. I was like 15 or 14 or some shit like that. And I was in 10th grade for real, and like I had friends that was like rapping and doing their thing, but like I didn't really want to rap or anything like that. Like I knew there was other sides to this shit besides just like rapping or whatever. So I was like, fuck it. Like I started going to school the next year in 11th grade. I did a tech program for audio engineering and audio producing, and like I started learning how to record and like kind of like make beats on like Logic and shit like that. But like as I started learning the class more, like everything really just goes hand in hand, so it was lit, and like I started taking it serious from there. I linked up with Addy because we had a mutual friend who was like helping him revamp his clothing company, because I don't know if you remember, like he had like the Marino t-shirts like back in the day when Rocky was doing the Peso video, like you could see Rocky wearing it in the Peso video. So like he had did it then, and it was going well for him, and then I think he stepped back with it and was more focused on music. And so he was trying to get it revamped, so he had a homie working with him, and like the homie like had linked me with him at a show in New York. And like the same night, like I really linked Addy and linked like Bari and like hella people that night. Like I met everybody. I even met Fredo Santana that night because they was all in the studio after. So it was just, I don't know, it must have been meant to happen, because the rest was history. Like I started chilling with everybody since then, and that was like 4 years ago from now. It's cool. Those are my brothers. That's really like a family for real. Like I'm Marino Infantry. That's really my validation. Like it's a branch off of ASAP at the end of the day. So that's my validation and like why I know people around. But it's still family at the end of the day. These are my brothers and shit. I'm looking for the frontal, matter of fact. I'm on my DC shit. You feel me? Smoking funnel. Shout out to Q4. Shout out to my boy Spiz. Put me on this shit. Can't get this shit in New York. There's only DC and Maryland shit. No bullshit. I feel like we're at a time right now where like you need to be able to make mad beats as fast as possible, because it's too much happening at once, and like sometimes you're gonna be with people that could really make mad songs quick. No bullshit. So you gotta really just be able to work, you feel me? Like when I'm in the studio I try to make like a beat in 15 minutes, like 30 minutes max, no bullshit. Otherwise I'm taking too long. 30 minutes is low-key too long for one beat. It's really gotta be 15 minutes. Because if you're doing it in front of an artist and he starts hearing like a drum pattern and shit, even with a slight melody, he's gonna tell you to load the beat up, even if it's not done in your mind. Like he's still gonna want you to load it up. First of all, they need to like have like a good head on their shoulders. Like I don't want to be in the studio with no dickhead. Like that's not really like focused or like not working. Like I need to be with somebody that can work, because I know I can work fast. Like especially if there's an engineer in the room, I can really work fast. So it's like I need somebody that's ready to work. Like I ain't trying to go in the studio and not walk out of there with 3 songs or 3 to 5 songs, depending on how long we're in there. Like, you feel me? So I need that off rep. And then they just gotta be like, have good communication, cause like sometimes I be like with these artists and I feel like I'm not communicating with them well, and that shit is like I kill, honestly. But that's only some artists, no bullshit. I feel like I make mad shit that doesn't sound the same as far as like the melodies and like the sound, but maybe like the drums is probably what like makes my sound distinct. Like I'll do a certain thing with my 808s, like the way I mix them, or like my hi-hats, or like whatever you want to do, like my claps, whatever. So I think like my drums is like what you can make you like stamps it as an AR beat, but like my sounds you can never really tell because I make all types of beats. I work with mad different artists. Like I don't want to sit here and say no because then I'm lying, like because there is a song out with me rapping on my man Spizz's project, but like it's not like I'm not a rapper, not even no serious. I have no thoughts of being a serious rapper or anything. Like we did the song Mad Late Night as a joke, like you feel me, like to prove that like just from being around all these artists and recording and mixing and doing what I do, that I can actually like know how to rap like that and do like punch-ins and stuff. So we did the song and he actually went and put the song out on his project. Like I was tight at him at first, but I don't even care honestly because I'm not a serious rapper, it's just a parody. Focus, like definitely like sending your beats like just not really like the best thing that can happen for you unless like the artist is sitting there like asking you to send in the beats specifically and waiting. Like you feel me, like hitting up an artist saying like, yo, I'm trying to send you beats, or sending beats to their email, like that's really not gonna work because they get like 100,000 of them. So like honestly you need to focus on like being around and like figuring out how to like put yourself in certain situations, and then when you get good placements, my fault, I'm getting back adjusted. And then when you get good placements, you gotta run with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I did this, that, the third, and move with that. Like, you feel me? Like, don't OD with it. Like, oh, I'm this person and I produce for that. Like, But like, you feel me? Like, when you do certain things, it's gonna be known that you did it. So it's like you gotta go and move with that. Like, you feel me? You can't sit around. Like, no bullshit. There's people that don't have a hit song that's moving around as star producers and star artists. And there's producers and artists that got hit songs that don't even know what to do with it. For real. Mostly producers. Like, if an artist got a hit song, they're gonna have a label behind them pushing them. But it'd definitely be producers that don't know how to handle, like, having a big song. Benji Blue, Soda, Baby Nino, Lil Tudo, Young Diego, trying to think, 1019 Mar, my man Money Mar. These are, I just named 5 DMV artists right there. I'm trying to think, like Evlo from Harlem, Ev's coming up, that's no question. Like I said, I don't want to leave nobody's name out. Like it would just be, I'm working with a lot of people right now, so I'm really not trying to make anyone feel left out. But like all like Marino gang and the Infantry, that's a question. That's without a question. Yeah, I got me and Addy's EP on the way. It might even be out by the time this interview comes out, but word. Me and Addy's project on the way too. I mean, definitely working on Addy's projects has been dope. Cause like I said, like that's a situation where I've like contributed a lot and like had a lot of say and shit and whatnot, so that's awesome. And fucking working with like some like a lot of the songs I released on my SoundCloud, like I was really there for, like for sure. And like mandated the situation, obviously that's why I dropped it. So like a lot of those songs, like Traffic with Smokey, that was a fun song, like with Phony, because we was all in the studio in New York and we did that together. I mean, like the Rocky track with The Weeknd was tight because I made that right in the studio in front of The Weeknd's camp and like Rocky and everybody on the spot. Like that was tight. I mean, I love working, honestly. Like I like the pressure of working in front of an artist. Like, you know what I'm saying? Pressure makes diamonds. I fuck with skateboarding. Like, I ain't the best skater. I ain't gonna go and play a game of skate for some bread with the next man because I'm probably gonna lose. But like, I love skateboarding and like, I'm getting older. I need to exercise now and shit, believe it or not. So, I like to ride my skateboard, yo, and just go to the skate park. Like, I ain't gonna be doing like the craziest tricks, but I can do shit and I'm gonna have fun and I'm gonna exercise. So I like that. I fuck with basketball. Like, I got a heavy basketball family. Like, a lot of family members played in college and shit. My pops played in Greece. Shit like that. So yeah, basketball. I ain't the best basketball player either, or know the most about it, but like, I fuck with basketball. Shout out to Addy. Shout out to Hope Lord. Shout out to 12E. Shout out to Bari. They definitely helped me out a lot in life. No bullshit. Shout out to my brother Soda, the Croc. Shout out to Benji. Shout out to Spiz, Manny, Zeus. Shout out to my mom. You feel me? Like, I definitely probably missed a couple people, but yeah, you feel me?
Cool. All right.
Shout out to Internet Hippy.
Thank you, man.